What's going on, people? Check it out, man. I don't have to tell you what this is because you could see it plain as day, man. Yeah, what I have run in front of you is a Seiko. Yeah, this bad boy's a banger, man. This is not no little boy's watch. This is a man's watch. That's right. For those that take offense to it, hey, man, I don't know where to say it is what it is. This truly is a watch made for a man's wrist. This is a serious bad boy. It's a banger, baby. Yeah, that's right, man. Before we get into this, I want to say thank you so much for those that have subscribed, those that have joined the journey, and for those that aren't yet on board, what y'all waiting for, man? Get on that train, press that button down below, press that bell so you get notifications every single time I make a video, man, and it's sent your way so you can watch it and check out the latest bangers, baby. Yeah. And of course, as always, man, be sure to like the video. Leave your comments as well. All right, people, let's get into this. Yeah, you see how I left it there for you to stare at for a little while because I wanted y'all to take it in, baby. Yeah, that's right. Look at this watch. This watch it's colloquially known as the Seiko Samurai, all right, amongst collectors, okay? The model number really is the Seiko SRP B49J1. Again, that's the Seiko SRP B49J1. This watch, people, this is a bad boy watch. It is part of the Prospex line. As you can see, the logo right there above the word automatic, right above the 6. Yeah, that little X there. And of course, this watch, you know, Seiko came up with this lineup quite a while ago for lovers, sports lovers, adventure seekers, thrill seekers, you know, divers, mountain climbers, all that kind of stuff. Anybody that is into adventure of any kind and pushing the boundaries, pushing the envelope, yeah, they made this watch for you. But again, guys, they made this watch pretty much for anybody to wear, man, because this watch, you could rock with any outfit, man, whether you're wearing a nice casual outfit, you know, shorts, t-shirt, whatever, right up to the business suit, man. This watch is something that y'all need to add to your collection. But without further ado, let's get to it, baby. You're looking at the watch right now. What's the first thing you see? It's staring right back at you, man. The obvious is the dial, of course. It's the black dial. And what do we have on this black dial? Let me just tilt it for you a little bit there. We have raised or applied indices. And what's in the middle of those applied indices? Lumi Bright. That's right. This is one of Seiko's patented, luminescent, whatever. I don't even know what you want to call it, but, you know, it belongs to Seiko. It's really bright. Seiko is known for this. Their watches are really known for this. Trust me when I tell you, this lume, man, you're 200 feet, 200 meters, better yet, into the water. Yeah, you're going to see this. The lume is badass on this watch. Yeah, that's right. I said badass on this watch. All right. So continuing on here, these indices, of course, they're outlined in silver. And of course, shape-wise, they are rectangular with the exceptions of the 3, the 6, the 9, and the 12. All right. At the 3, there's a fractional one. You can see it right there. Yep, it lights up just the same as all the other ones. All right. Also with the 3 is the date complication. All right. Very simple. It is the date. There's no day. So for those guys that like that day function as well as a date function, this particular line of watch, the Samurai, doesn't come with it. I believe the King does. I'm not too sure. But this particular model, no. As you can see, it's just the date itself. Also notice there, as we're looking at the date, there is no Cyclops. So there really is no need for magnification because you can see the date just as well. All right. Continuing on, right at the 12, right underneath it, we have the word Seiko. All right. Looking nice and sweet. So it's telling you exactly what this is, who made this watch, and what it's all about. Going back to above the 6 there, we have the Prospex logo. It's that X. As well as the word automatic, and of course giving you the depth there are the words divers 200 meters. All right, and that of course is representing the maximum depth. Okay, now you probably can't see it because I can't really magnify it as much, but right at the 6 there, all right, those small words. Okay, it says 4R35, and we're going to talk about that briefly, but a little bit later. All right. The hour and the minute hand outlined in silver, of course, with a lot of lume. All right, and look at the hands, man. What do you guys see with those hands? This is the reason why they call it the samurai, man, because it looks like two samurai swords. Check it out. Look how sharp the hour hand is. Look how big and fat it is and how sharp it is. Look at that. Man, that's beautiful, man. That's all I can say about that. The minute hand, as you can see there, it is stopped. So, you know, it's a red needle tip, silver base with a white triangle, again, for the loom. All right. The dial here, again, you know, you notice obviously that it's colored, but when I tilt it there, look, you see the texture there? Yeah, that's right, people. It has a waffle pattern to this. Yeah, not no plain Jane flat dial. All right. No, it's not going to give you the sunburst nonsense. Well, I can't say nonsense because sunburst is pretty cool. All right. But on a watch like this, it's definitely not needed. Look at that waffle pattern. Come on, people. Look at that one more time. Come on. Take that in, baby. Woo! That is sweet. And of course, to top it off with sitting at the top of the dome here, that is a hardlex crystal. All right. So it's not mineral. Sorry, it's not a sapphire crystal. You know, for some of those guys, you know, that are looking for something like this in this price range, unfortunately, no. However, it is the hardlex proprietary Seiko crystal that sits up top, which is just as nice, just as well. All right. Continuing on here, we're going to the case as usual. Look at that case, stainless steel. All right. Check it out. Stainless steel case. All right. And what I love about this particular watch is the shape. Look at the shape, man. Look at the angles. Man, this is kind of like a Lamborghini. If y'all know what I mean, the wedge-shaped Lamborghini Countach. Even up until this day, when you look at the current models, all right, especially the Huracan, right? Still angular to an extent, man. Yeah, some features are rounded off, but it's still angular, man. Look at that, man. Beautiful. And of course, you know, the holes there for the lugs, you know, coming straight through the case there. So I really love that touch on this case. And of course, come on, people, look at that. Look at that bezel, man. Look at that detail, the coin edge bezel. Look at that. Whoo, it's like a bunch of diamonds, man. Man, look at the light. Look, you see the light? Look at it glisten off the light. Come on, like, tell me you can't see that. Whoo, look, oh, come on, people. Tell me you can't see that. Anyways, let's get back to this. And as always with Seikos, come on, the diver watches. What are we looking at? We're looking at a 120-point bezel. All right, unidirectional. And, of course, with all bezel action, people, let's just take a moment of silence to listen to this. Whoo, you listening to that? Man, this is madness. Bezel madness, baby. Oh, I went over. That just gives me another opportunity to listen to this. Man, we're getting right to it. And there you go. And one other thing to note too, all right? There is barely any play. Of course, I'm moving forward. You can see that. But there's no back play. Like, it's barely there, all right? So obviously, I got to go around again to get it centered. But the beautiful thing about it is that there's no play. There's no give. I love that, man. Beautiful. So the case now, we're looking at, 43.8. Let's call it 44 millimeters. All right, from the 8 to the 2, okay? Or from the 10 to the 4, whatever you want to call it, however you want to see it. It's 44 millimeters. Now, when we go from the 9 to the 3, all right, so that's including the crown, that is 46 millimeters. The lug width, okay, so from here to here, all right, or, you know, also known as the width of the strap or the bracelet in this particular case, 22 millimeters, okay, from lug to lug, so that's from here to here, okay, lug to lug is 48 millimeters. And if you want to include the male end links here, all right, then we're going to actually go from here, my thumb, to here, all right, let me just bring it out for you so you can see it. That is 53 millimeters, okay. Continuing on the bracelet here, the bracelet, yes, as I mentioned before, it is a 22 millimeter bracelet, stainless steel, solid links, all right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now we get to the clasp. It is signed with the Seiko branding on it. Open it up, all right, and of course, it is a 2-button to open it up, and there we go. Stamped steel. Now this, I'm not really happy about, especially when you're paying for a watch this caliber, this price. I'd rather see, I'm just not into this. I'd rather see a milled clasp on a watch like this at this price level, but you know what? It is what it is, all right? So sorry, what I forgot to mention is that this particular bracelet, it does taper down to 20 millimeters. So right at the very last link here, it tapers down to 20 millimeters. And then, of course, the clasp itself brings it right back up to 22. All right. So now we look at the back here, the back of the watch. All right. The case. Again, you have the Seiko branding, the Divers 200 meters, just as you saw on the dial. And, of course, the Prospex logo there, clear as day. And, of course, you can tell that it is a screw down, screw out case back. All right. Now, one thing I want to do here is just get back to the case itself. Not the case, but the dial itself. And if you've noticed, all right, while this video has been running, that the minute hand hasn't been running, great. And there's a reason for that, because I wanted y'all to see this particular feature. This is what's called hacking, all right? Hacking stops the minute hand from moving, all right, when you're trying to change the time. I've pulled out the crown, and yes, it is a screw-in, pull-out crown, all right? Or push down, screw-in crown, whichever way you want to say it. And right now, it is in its hacking mode, okay? If I push it in, all right, now you see the minute hand start to move, okay? And, of course, screw it in. Now, the crown in and of itself, the grip on it, it's not my thing. I find that it's a little bit harder for me to, release this. But to be honest with you, I mean, really and truly, I don't really have that many opportunities to actually have to change this, because I do wear this watch quite often. But in and of itself, it is a very, very solid crown. It does the job, really simple, allows me to change the time and change the date. And of course, like I mentioned just previously, it gives you that hacking feature. People, this watch is a serious watch. It is a big player. It is something that I believe, you should add to your collection if you are looking for a proper diver's watch, in the, I'd say about 350 to about 450 range, Canadian that is. I've seen them a little bit higher, of course. The MSRP is $625, but come on, people, nobody buys anything at MSRP unless you're a fool, of course, right? And I've seen it, in that price range, as I mentioned before. All right, but you know what, people? I know what y'all want to see, man. I know what y'all want to see. Y'all been waiting for this, man. This is what you came to see. Y'all came to see. Woo! Oh, yeah, look at that sitting on the wrist. Fine and beautiful. Whoo! Look at that watch, people. Look at that, man. And as always, people, take it in. Yeah. I hope y'all loving that, man. So, people, unfortunately, I cannot do a lume test. Again, I don't have the facilities to do that. I'm not sitting in a dark room or anything like that. I don't have one of those, 3 billion watt light bulbs or luminescent light bulbs or whatever they want to call it. Flashlights, that is, sorry. But trust me when I tell you, the lume on this is bright. It is really, really, really bright. All right. It's very good. This is a solid watch. The weight of the watch, everything about this watch, it's a Seiko, man. It screams quality. The brushing, the finish on the case, on the bracelet itself, very, very nice. And of course, the polishing here and there, on the case, little spots there, here and there. Very, very nice, very beautiful watch. I do highly recommend it. All right, if you're looking for something like this, and you definitely will not be disappointed. And for those that like to look at the watch and just stare at it, look, I'm leaving it right there for you to take it in. Again, people, thank you so much if you made it this far. Thank you for taking the time out to check out this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, good, bad, indifferent, please leave them below. And for those that haven't subscribed, please subscribe already, man. What y'all waiting for? Continue to stay blessed, people. Take care.